Unk still got it. Unk never lost it. We are back, leveling up my Wario number 20. Been a hot minute since I've sat in the car, done a car talk. Been an even hotter minute since I dressed up. In fact, this is a Halloween knockout series, a little monthly in Perth, and they're doing a Halloween theme, so dress up in a costume, enter for a prize to get some free entry and things like that. So I thought I'd just dress up in the spirit of it. Of course, chose my main Wario to dress up in. Actually, last year I did Luigi because I had an outfit from when I did a beer pong tourney in like 2021, so ended up getting to use that costume again, but I thought I'd change it up this year, dress as my main Wario. But yeah, it's good to be back. Ended up taking another couple of weeks after I posted that little update video. So officially we are back. I just had to lock in for a bit. I was doing a lot of teaching and marking for university. So as the semester approached its finale, I had more work to do. I don't follow a semester like most uni students do though. So I'm actually on like a full-time job. I'm on, and then I get pretty much every week, and then I get 2 weeks annual leave off for Christmas. But just by the nature of doing like teaching and marking and like all these other things, as the end of October approached, I was doing a lot of just like offhand jobs, which finally is over, so I can finally get back to just making these videos. Maybe once every 1 to 2 weeks I'm thinking of doing, and Monday is the upload date. Okay, so now that we've got that elephant out of the room, let's get into the meat and potatoes of what I'm interested in, obviously, which is how's my gameplay going. And honestly, not too bad. So I've actually gone to, I think, 3 or 4 tournaments since my break. So when I did the 19.5 video, that's when I started going back to tournaments. Even though I didn't record, I did record one car talk for it, but I just didn't get around to doing a teaching segment for it. So yeah, my gameplay's going okay. I mean, still feeling like a little washed, but it's kind of like, it just kind of gets to the point where it's kind of like a placebo effect, where like you always think you're going to be washed, but at some point you just got to admit like, oh, this is just how I'm playing here and now. I can't just compare myself to how I was playing pre or post Melbourne. I'm just going to go into things like in my current state, not really overthink it that much, and just play from there. Muscle memory is feeling good though. Like I'm still hitting like up throw, up air combos. My waft combos aren't the worst. Probably will still miss a couple, but I've just been labbing a little bit, but not as much as I probably should. Mainly what I've been doing actually to practice is just like playing CPUs or playing my roommate Jake, because I'm so familiar with his play style. Like it's helpful for me to just keep versing him, get acquainted to how I used to verse him. So yeah, I mean, what was I gonna say? Yeah, so I'm feeling okay for this tournament. Hopefully we get a top 16 performance. That would be nice. I'm not even sure how many people are going today. I think this could be a bigger tourney. The Halloween nature of things sort of attracts a few more people. So maybe like 30, 40 people will enter. Not sure. So top 16 would be a pretty nice result. That'll probably be like 2 and 2. Going 2 and 2, maybe making one upset. Historically, it's been pretty hard for me to get top 16 in knockout series, because I usually have to upset like a PR player or one of the better players to get top 16, and that, or I go in from losers and maybe make like a semi upset. So we'll see how we go today, but I'm not too fussed either way. Just kind of keen to have fun. I dressed up for the occasion. I was doing some gardening beforehand, then quickly got dressed up. Now I'm on my way. First on the agenda is doubles, which I'm playing in the Stromo Cult. So that should get me pretty warmed up, ready to go. Actually, last time I did doubles was, I think, before Melbourne. I did doubles on the Melbourne trip with Improve or Nick Long, but before that was another knockout series, I think July, and Yeah, me and Nostromo were versing Diddy Kong and Pikachu, and I ended up clutching this doubles game by biking off the platform and into a waft. So, doubles is full of like heaps of shenanigans and stuff. So I'm just gonna give it my all. I think he's been saying he usually plays Ridley, but I think he's been leaning towards playing his plant, Piranha Plant. That's the name. Been playing his Piranha Plant for this doubles. Yeah, let me see what else I'm thinking about in terms of gameplay. Actually, the first thing I noticed when I got back is, I guess like my deep-rooted habits sort of stuck around, but the new things I learned from Melbourne, I was just rewatching some of my episodes just to sort of catch up with what I was talking about. So when it came to like patience, I can already tell the patience is sort of like going away a little bit. Like I keep always doing something, and there's never a moment where I'm not like dashing, jumping, shielding, doing something. Whereas I think I got more comfortable just staying still on the Melbourne trip. So going to today, I think I'll just practice that as well. Someone in the car just pointed out to me. So I'll probably just practice that for patience. So this lady's just pointing to me, she's just having fun. So patience, that's the main thing that's on my mind. And then I think the other thing I wanted to practice was like not jumping as much. I think I want to just use my tilts on the ground, get more comfortable walking, or dashing and running and then coming to a stop. I think I'm gullible of like only sticking in like the dash distances. So just walking to get in between those things, turning around, that's getting comfortable with that sort of movement. Or if I dash, you can do the extended dash by doing like a dash and flicking down the C stick just after. If you're not familiar, that's like an extended dash. But what I actually mean is like dashing and then walking. Or the third movement that's on my mind is shielding, but letting go of shield and doing something like I could be shielding from dash distance away from my opponent, but not just holding it, being comfortable, just like letting go and then moving, not having to use my outer shield all the time or jump out of shield to just escape shield, just releasing the shield, basically getting comfortable with that. Not much more to say, honestly. Basically at the venue now, and it's gonna be funny to see everyone's reactions to this outfit because looks pretty funny. Yeah, cool. All right, see you everyone. Bye.
Josh?
Wario.
Very good, eccentric.
You stinky.
That's not a fat suit, by the way.
That's not a fat suit. That's just how he looks.
Dan just called the set that is currently happening. Uh-oh. That's right. We're gonna be okay. All right, Josh, double jump, and then the bite. Oh, Nair not connecting hit 2. And then Will here. Now, Will reading the jump, but Wario with that bike, they're not going to panic jump as much as your Marios, your other scrappy little Scrimbo heads. No jump. Ooh. Another button beaten with bite there. And then using the motorbike. Now the question is, what's Josh's plan here? Ooh, because Will's plan, some things never change, right? Smart little up smash, but damn, it's gotta feel bad. Okay, down tilt grab. Keep that dash attack unstale. You know, it's a heavy boy. You're gonna need all the knockback you can get when the time actually comes to kill. Rage Art on the menu. Ooh. Will's so ready for that. The parry, and then the catch there. Josh actually doing a really good job of getting these like dancing around Wario, or not Wario, dancing around Kazuya, not getting hit by the buttons and doing something great. But too often we'll just see, yeah, just barely going wrong. We'll see where this one goes. Okay, okay. Yeah, just a single up air. Tries to extend it. Ooh, that is one thing. He's doing a solid job, but often it's not often the neutral that's actually catching him. It's often actually just he tries getting these extensions that aren't quite there. And Will is a master of using so many of these buttons as reversal tools. I mean, the up airs are just demonic. It's a great button, but Will is excellent at using it. Ooh, I like the idea. Doesn't connect there. And there's a dash attack. I like that dash attack. Bold. Most men are terrified to hell and back. Josh doesn't care. He just keeps it calm. I'm really liking this Josh right now. Oh, he survives. You got waft. Honestly, you have waft. Oh my god. Ay. Will reacting with the up B and it not killing. Uh-oh. Oh my god, that's the weak hit. Will would love an up B right now. That's stealing. No, it's not. Yeah, okay. Oh. Will SDing there. Josh keeping his cool, using a good waft. He's moving around these Kazuya buttons better than I often do, right? You watch me versus Will, despite how much I play that guy, I get rocked. I get rocked. The Grand Wizard has arrived.
Well, it is good to be back. Been a hot minute since I've gone to a monthly. I've gone to a couple locals, a couple weeklies. I think 2 actually. So yeah, a couple. But yeah, just getting back into the swing of things. Things still the same. The more things change, the more they stay the same, as they say. So a lot of good fun today. I was actually quite happy with how I was playing overall. Not sure if I matched my seeding or beat my seeding. No clue. But overall, yeah, pretty happy with my performance. Like I was executing where I wanted to. I was playing pretty patiently when I needed to as well. Not just holding forward or being a nair spammer or just like overly looking for my combo starters. Just sort of taking it easy, letting the openings come to me. Yeah. So yeah, let's just. Well, I guess what I sort of realized I sort of needed to work on today was just my movement in general. I think is a bit rusty. Like I'm not too comfortable with like timing things. Like for example, I'd go off to edge guard someone, and I'd like full hop like way too early, and then they'd have a lot of time to anticipate what was going on. I'd have to come back to stage to just reset, and like just a little clunky in certain aspects. Like I'd be doing pivots, like instead of stopping on the spot for my dashes, or missed a couple waft confirms as well. But apart from those things though, I was like really happy with how like the mindset of how I was playing and like how it was all coming back to me. And honestly though, like nothing's really changed. I'm just like happy to be here, and I'm happy to be with the community and just work on my play as time progresses. So let's get into the tournament rundown. So my first match was against Brad Boy. So I never met this guy before. I think it might be one of his first couple tournaments. He was playing me Brawler, and I was quite impressed actually. I don't think it's the easiest matchup for Wario, because me Brawler can like really like snuff out Wario's aerials, and like it kind of has a hard time getting in. But I was taking my time, finding the right spots, playing slow, capitalizing when I needed to. Got a few edge guards that were quite nice. And ended up being last stock game 1, but then game 2, I ended up taking his jump with like a semi-true combo. Like he like double jumped out of disadvantage, and then as I kept sending him out, he must have forgotten that he double jumped, because he went to do like a double jump recovery and didn't make it back to the ledge. So off the rip, I was like really up in the stocks, and then I ended up 3-stocking him in the end. So that was 2-0 the first game. After that, I had to verse Will. Pretty tough draw. He's quite a good player, a PR Perth player. I'd say probably like 5th or 6th. I can't remember where he's placed at the moment. Usually he plays Sonic into my Wario, which is like really tough. Have a hard time. I've never really beat him in set, I'm pretty sure. So it would have been like pretty nasty if I had to verse Sonic, but it turned out I was versing his Kazuya, which I still haven't beaten anyway. His Kazuya's pretty cooked, and he was playing really well. I just knew off the rip, my game plan was sort of just to play a bit more patient, to sort of snuff him out of my space, make him come in at my time. Like I wouldn't force things. Also not be caught jumping all the time, like learning when to stay on the ground, walking, staying actionable. So first game, he's got a pretty big lead on me, cooks me a little bit. Ended up, I think I SD'd as well. Like I went to do an up B towards the ledge, and like I was facing the wrong way, so the up B didn't snap to the ledge. I was like, ah! He ended up cooking me after that as well. Got like the down B rage drive, which like just cooked my stock at 80. Not sure if it was a 3-stock or a 2-stock, but it was pretty tough game 1. Then game 2, I was adapting a bit. I was getting a lot of my percentage from just up airs and juggles. My edge guards weren't amazing, but like they were doing their job. Ledge trapping was pretty good actually against him. I was finding a few, like getting a lot of percentage there, getting kills early, and what ended up happening is I ended up like sort of like clawing my way out of a big deficit. I mean, ended up finding the waft at like 70%, which I thought would kill him because it sent the right way, but Kazuya's a heavy boy, so he ended up living, but I'm not sure exactly what happened. I think his double jump he didn't have after he got hit with the waft, and his recovery was just a bit awkward. I think it's a bit awkward on both our parts, because I went to go pick up the bike for a checkmate, basically, to like throw the bike out, because he didn't have his double jump. I was like, okay, I'll just hit him with the bike, this should be checkmate. I just jab on the spot, and then he ends up air dodging and SDing by mistake. So we both weren't the most happy about that game. And then he ended up like committing, like locked in a bit. But I was pretty happy with how it went, even if I lost 1-2. I basically just at game 3 was a given. But yeah, he was playing really well, and I'm just really happy with my performance that game. Actually, like I was expecting to get rolled, but I was actually making some good decisions. And against Kazuya, like that's sort of all you can do, because if I'm like too quick to rush in, obviously I'm just going to get electric wind gold fisted, and yeah, it's pretty tough for Wario, because I don't really want to be approaching, because then I'm going to get hit by Kazuya stuff. So nonetheless, 1-2 is cool. Now I'm in losers, and I ended up having a bye, I think, just from the nature of the seeding. Had a bye, and then I versed Kavach, which I think I was actually seeded to lose. So Kavach is like a Bowser, well, typically a Bowser player, but he plays a lot of things like Game & Watch and Roy, and he decided to play the Roy against me. And yeah, I think I did really good, to be honest, against the Roy. Like he was pretty attack heavy, as you'd expect from a Roy. That's sort of their game plan. So I was doing a good job, just like forcing him to slow down with like my shield, or parries, or like just waiting for him to attack and then the whiff punishing by hanging around nearby. And my edge guards against Kibach in particular were really nice. I was getting a lot of good like Fez. I was like catching his double jump as I predicted to go high. I was catching him out there, calling him out. Or I think I ended up like I knew he'd get up from the ledge, do like an aggressive option, so I just like stood at roll distance, and as he got up, I think he went to like dash forward or dash attack, I think, and I just like ended up super armoring wafting, and then that's game 1, and then game 2, he actually ended up like sort of bringing it back. I was up like 2 stocks, and then he was at like 140%, but he kept like clawing his way back, like kept getting these like percentages, almost got dead off the edge, which I'm like, that's the only way I was going to die. So, well, unless I just got cooked, but that was how I was going to get killed early. So I was like, just got to avoid that. Managed to like weave around that and just fell on him after he did an up smash, got a half waft. So ended up winning 2-0 against him, which is a quite nice victory in my opinion. He's a tough guy, and I was glad I was playing well. Like, even if I was seeded, well, because I was seeded to lose, I was like happy I like changed that expectation, I suppose. So I didn't mind too much how it went, but I was like, yeah, like I can do this, I can beat the Roy, and I was glad I did it. Finally, I had my this is the top 16 qualifier from losers. I had to verse Azrael, who plays Incineroar. I'm not sure if he got the PR most recently, but he has gotten PR in the past. So he's always like a borderline PR player. So he's pretty tough, and Incineroar's pretty good. So I was a little nervous to play him, just to see how it went. He really demands that I like play patient, play accurately. Like if my combos are a little bit off, like up throw up air, for example, he's just gonna revenge it. So he was doing a good job, like getting his reversals, and honestly his advantage though was just cooking me, to be honest. Like off the rip, almost like I took like 50-60 from like the sequence. He just kept getting these up airs. I'm like, fuck, I'm getting cooked. And what would have maybe gotten me to win the game, which was I sort of like full hop. I had a juggle situation. He expended his double jump, and I like full hopped up to bait something, and then like fast fell immediately, like did a rising full waft to try to catch him off guard. And like just before I got the full waft, he like reacted to me coming up so fast and revenged it. So like absorbed so much percent. I was like, ah. And yeah, ended up getting a side B after that, cooked me. And then game 2, I was still doing good. I knew this is from Curtain Call, which is like a really old tournament, maybe like 1.5 years ago. I have recollection of getting like down throw down aired by Azrael when I like held in like after the down throw near the ledge. So I was like, nope. After I did a down throw, I was dying out. Glad that didn't hit. But yeah, this is where I felt pretty clumsy, because like I had heaps of situations where I'd like be in a semi checkmate against Incineroar's recovery, and on his way down, I should be like hitting him with the back air, or like setting up. Like after he does up B and like it's kind of forced to do this angle, I should be on the ledge, ready to F2, or like setting up a back air or something like that, and like I jump off too early, and so like my accuracy was just like kind of a bit off, and like he ended up living to like 190% first stock. Meanwhile, he took me to my third stock, and I was at like 50%. So the game was looking pretty dire. at that point, and ended up hitting a waft. Don't think I killed, and I didn't give up, but I was like trying to claw my way back. Just didn't happen in the end. So ended up losing, getting 17th, which by all accounts in my books, pretty cool. I'm glad I'm not like super washed at this game, even after taking a break. It's pretty cool how like muscle memory sticks around, and I feel like I'm still improving, even if it felt like I took 2 steps back, I'm still now taking a step forward. So I'm not in a rush to sort of get back to where I was for Melbourne or post Melbourne. I'm just assessing where I'm at now, and just moving slowly. Just seeing what needs improving in my play, not to get too fixated on how I was playing back then, just to see what needs to improve right now. So yeah, that's about it from me, to be honest. There was a costume contest as well, where you like, that's why I'm dressed up as Wario, and that was good fun. Just had fun hanging with the community and like seeing people I hadn't seen for about 2-3 months, just catching up, having mad yarns, mad chats. So yeah, I've got nothing else to say. So take care, everyone.